She was on vacation with her husband and they were scoping out graveyards on the way, as you do, when she saw it, rising out of the old cemetery, big as an old, macabre telephone pole. Was this some kind of bizarre art piece the authorities hadn't gotten wise to yet? Even as she stepped out of the car, the megaphones on its head screeched to life. 9, 18, 1, child, 17, remove, vial, dot. A buzzing, double voice screamed random words at her. At this point, it jerked into motion, striding down the hill towards her. Siren Head is a physical entity, but its anatomy and existence are terrifying and meaningless to us. Siren Head isn't a being of our reality, instead Siren Head is much distinguished than us, as it is not limited by our laws of nature. Basically, Siren Head is a constantly changing manifestation, which almost always appears different in the victim's view of Siren Head. The information changes all knowledge we have on Siren Head, which opens various theories about the creature. In the past, people theorized how can Siren Head have sirens even in the distant past, before actual sirens were invented. If the laws of our nature, time and space don't apply to it, it is possible Siren Head may be a being of unlimited power, all-knowing and able to move in any direction of the universe. However, these are all just speculations at the moment. Appearance. Almost all images of Siren Head are presented very similarly to each other, featuring Siren Head as a tall, thin, desiccated, dehydrated, with mummified skin and dual sirens on its head. Henderson has confirmed that Siren Head sirens have the ability of releasing various sounds out of them, such as conversations, white noises and extremely loud sounds which can affect ears. Instead of sirens, different objects are visible on Siren Head's head, which two images depicted. In the first photo, more than 2 sirens are seen on Siren Head's head, while in the second photo, Siren Head's head is that of a street lamp, which gave Siren Head the nickname Lamp Head. These two photographs verified two theories. Siren Head has the ability of changing its appearance, in order to fit in with the world, or subspecies of Siren Head are existing. Interestingly enough, the only metallic piece of Siren Head are the sirens on its head, while its body is made out of organic veins, wizened old skin and wires, which are spiraled on its torso and neck. Some theorize that the sirens are naturally appearing. Henderson also goes on to explain that Siren Head might be packed up with a loose cassette tape and a massive tape recorded. This may be the explanation of how Siren Head captures sounds of the victims and surrounding sounds which Siren Head replays as bait. On April 25, 2020, Henderson released a statement on Twitter, which goes on to explain that Siren Head isn't a man-made creature and that Siren Head has the ability of imitating various human technology. Henderson also explained that Siren Head's appearance varies on who is seeing it. People might see different versions of Siren Head, although the anatomy is always the same, the thin and skeletal figure, with different heads, explaining the sightings of the so-called lamp head and the multi-headed variation. Powers and abilities. Mimicry. Siren Head has the ability to release sounds of news broadcasts, human conversations, sirens and screams. One report claims that Siren Head was able to kill a group of people by mimicking their friend's voice. Another post's caption suggests Siren Head can use his broadcast to block out the cries of his victims. The latest sighting shows a 5-headed Siren Head using his loud sounds to possibly kill off many people, as they were found with burst eardrums and soft tissues. Strength. It is believed that Siren Head is extremely powerful due to his size. Siren Head is able to break down trees or various heavy objects at will. Speed. In one sighting of Siren Head, a couple reported that Siren Head can be incredibly agile. The couple were driving home, until they saw the graveyard. They ended up checking out the grave, where they saw Siren Head. According to the story, Siren Head started running towards them at an extremely rapid pace. Stealth. Some say that Siren Head is a stronger moving relative of trees, which is the reason why Siren Head can blend inside of a forest or behind a tree. He can stay motionless for days at a time to blend in with his surroundings, with Trevor mentioning on his Tumblr that Siren Head can cling to ceilings sometimes to make his body blend in with the wires and look like a PA system, stating that he might have used this tactic to take several people in Detroit. Trevor also mentioned that Siren Head makes no sound while moving, saying he can be almost completely silent, with yet another post saying he was able to move when someone's back was turned without the person knowing. Transformation. Siren Head appears to be a shapeshifter, being able to transform his head into actual sirens and street lamp lights, with Trevor mentioning on his Tumblr that Siren Head was once possibly able to disguise himself as a piece of home furnishing or pipes in the walls to kidnap a family of 4. He was seemingly able to somehow take them from their home in his new form or lure them without having to break in, as the only sign of their disappearance was the open backyard patio door. The latest sighting shows a multi-headed variation, which could either be a subspecies or the same siren head creating more sirens on his neck to kill off many more people. In some cases, Siren Head could also remove an individual's organs. Trevor's response to an ask on Twitter also states that it is possible that Siren Head consistently changes, or that his appearance could somehow be incomprehensible to humans, so our eyes just see the closest approximation to his actual appearance. However, Trevor has left both interpretations open and has not confirmed which one is true.